What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Ingvalsons. Today we're going to get a little personal.
Yeah.
Talk about a common question we get,
Yes.
which is, how did we meet?
No.
Our love story.
Yeah, our love story. That's what he was supposed to say. But he got it right the second time.
Your love story.
Okay, so...
What's the first question?
Let's see. Let me get my notepad all perfect.
We can have a list of just
Okay.
questions to go over so
Yeah.
we can explain it better.
So, I'll ask you the first question and hopefully you know the answer.
What are they? What is
Hopefully you
that?
know the answer. Okay, so the first question is, when did we meet? When did we first meet?
I don't know the exact date.
Oh, typical guy answer,
I
right?
don't know why
Okay.
that matters.
I guess I'll answer. So we first met in the summer of 2008.
Got it.
Please keep that away from me. We met for the first time in summer of 2008. So that's when.
Okay.
Okay, maybe you know that. You can answer the next one. So the next question is that we get a lot is, how did we first meet each other? So what's the answer there?
I actually got laid off of a job that I worked at up in Washington, Ferndale. It's like, I think the furthest almost you can go before you're in Canada. And I was on my way back down here to Roseburg, so I was talking to family and stuff like that. An uncle of mine lived down here, and I worked with him before, so I was like, maybe he has a available position, and I can work with him again. And on that transition, my sister Dallas was like, "Hey, I know this girl. She's my youth group leader, and I think you guys would be perfect together." Which was a shock to me because my sister didn't like really any of the girls that I was
So
into
sweet.
or attracted to. She was like, "No, not the one, not the one." She like just knew me better than I knew
Yeah.
myself, which is I think common with most people around us. Anyway, so I was like, "Oh, sure, whatever." And I found her on MySpace.
That was when MySpace was still a thing. I don't think anyone has a MySpace
When
account.
everybody's first friend was
Yeah.
Tom.
Yeah, that was, it's kind of, sometimes I'm like, that's embarrassing. We met on MySpace. But that's actually the first time we connected to each other.
It was, yeah. I found a picture of her, and I mean, like, she's attractive to me. She loves Jesus, which was like my number one priority. Didn't have a relationship with God, didn't know who Jesus was. I kind of wasn't in the market of trying to find someone I had to change, because I tried that before, it
In the
didn't work.
market.
Well, I need someone who can ground me the way I can ground them. It's not gonna be like I can change this person to love Jesus too.
Yeah.
That didn't work before.
Yep.
So yeah, that was.
Yeah. Okay, the next question. So who was interested first? You can answer that one.
Me?
I would say so. Because he's the one. So he's the one who pursued me on MySpace.
Got the answer right, guys.
He sent the first message. And then I think it's a little bit of both. I met you at the mission table and I came up to you because I don't know if you would have ever done that.
She approached me first.
In person.
Which
Yeah.
I thought was pretty cool. Most girls are just like,
Oh dear.
ruffle their, shake their tail feathers and walk away. And
Tail feathers.
play a
'Cause
chase
yes,
game.
all of us
And she was
girls
like,
have tail
"Hey."
feathers.
Like, hi. Just approached me. I thought that was attractive to me because it showed already there was like a commitment in her own mind, and so that was cool.
Okay. All right. So I'll say both of us on who was interested first. Okay, next question.
Sure.
So who said I love you first?
She did, because
Yeah, that's true.
for me it was I never said I love you to anybody, like to any girls or anything like that. It meant more to me. Like I thought of love like the way Jesus had love. Where
It meant
it's
a
like,
lot to me too.
It did for but I mean,
Yes.
it's the reason I didn't say it first was at the time there's a reason she said it first. But I saw love as the idea of like the way Jesus has love, where it's like if I can't be I can't be without this person, I'll break in half, I'll die. Like this idea of like love, like
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do with my life if I didn't have them in it. And I just didn't feel that way for anybody before. Like, if we broke up, it'd be fine. Like, I guess you can go your way, I go mine,
Yeah.
But with her, it was different. And there was like this moment, where I proposed. And shortly after, she knew how I felt about that. Like, and then shortly after, she was like, "I love you." And I was like, "I love you too." And it was just like this
Yeah.
moment of just like
It was really-
relief and happiness at the same time. It's just like, I've said it to somebody. That means this is the one.
Yeah.
Like obviously I planned the proposal, which already had that idea was the one.
It was just so sweet.
The concept is weird, but that's just
Yeah.
how everyone holds on these things, and they care about these things more than other things. And mine was just who I told those words to.
Yeah, which was so sweet because you proposed and said I love you the same day. So it made it even more special that we waited to say I love you. Like I had never said I love you either to him until the day. So
just, we wanted to know for sure. Like I didn't want to lead anybody on, be like I love you, and then be like, oh.
Yeah.
But I'd rather go do missionary work, so I gotta leave her hanging now. I wanted to be sure.
Yeah. So we knew. Okay, next question.
I wanted to be sure.
When did we get engaged? She kind of just told you that. So we got engaged May of 2009. So we had dated over 6 months because we started summer of 2008 is when we kind of like started talking on MySpace. He proposed May 2009. It actually was on my mom's birthday.
Which I didn't know.
And it also was 2 days before I graduated high school that he proposed. So that was kind of crazy, but really cool because I'm like, I'm getting married. I'm graduating high school.
Which you had no idea was going to propose.
Yeah.
I had a whole scavenger hunt.
We can share that in another story.
I know, I'm not going to explain the proposal, but
yeah.
She thought during that whole scenario that I was just like surprising her for her graduation, like, wow, he's really going out.
He was going all out.
And then, what she didn't know is I was proposing that
yeah.
day, so
I totally came home from church and I was sent on a scavenger hunt of like rose petals, like all over town,
candy,
home,
coffee.
And then the sweetest proposal, I will share this part because this is like my favorite part, is it led into my parents' backyard, which is where I was living. I was in high school, hello. And he, for some reason, we were in a prayer circle and I wasn't holding his hand because I think he had family in on the proposal.
Yeah.
So I was like holding maybe your sister's hand and someone else's hand. And when we were done praying, he was in the middle on his knee. So that's how he proposed. So
she opened her eyes after a prayer and I was there to propose.
It was super sweet.
And so all of her family was there to witness at the same time that didn't know I was going to get to propose. So.
Yeah. I was thinking, oh, so sweet. He surprised me for graduation. But
nervous.
I left with a proposal. So the next question is, when did we get married? When did we get married?
December 12th.
2009. Yeah. So we've now officially been married for 9 years. We just celebrated our 9th wedding year anniversary.
And we're still in love.
We still are.
Like people talk about the humps, the 5-year hump, 7-year hump. And I was like, baby,
I hate that word.
We don't have any hump. I mean, we do.
Stop.
But there's not like.
Oh, hopefully he edits that part out. He probably won't, knowing him.
Yeah, but we just don't have any like. I mean, we have our time. We're like any couple. We have our arguments. There's the things that get on each other's nerves. We try to work through those things. But for the most part, we haven't had any moments of where it's just like, I want to desperately leave this relationship, or I can't stand you anymore. It's like when we get into really weird scenarios, we like need each other. Mm-hmm. It's because we relied on each other for so much. That's like, what am I going to rely on if I'm going to fight with my wife? My wife, like, so it just that helps. I don't have a group of people that it's like, you know what, I have all these other friends I'm gonna go hang out with since you're mad at me. I don't even have that. So it's hard. It's not like Kelly was saying. It's not hard to be married.
What we said is that people often say marriage is hard. I don't think that marriage necessarily is hard. I think life is hard. There are so many circumstances in our life that are very difficult, no matter what, whether you're in a relationship or not. Life, just a lot of things get thrown at you. But for us, when you keep God at the center, He is our foundation. From the beginning of our relationship has been built around, and not around God, but He has been our foundation. He's been our rock. So any times that we do go through really difficult times, I know, if we're having a hard time, that like Dayton's gonna go spend time praying and talking to God, and I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm gonna listen to Him, and I'm gonna read His Word and find encouragement in that. And I know we're gonna come together and work through those things.
It's not help my wife to see things my way. Like I want to say that it's her thing is it's not hard being married.
My prayer is
life is hard.
Help him see things my way. I'm just kidding.
But being selfish is hard.
Yes.
When you're a selfish person, or you naturally have these selfish tendencies, you expect all these things from your spouse that they may not be able to give you, and that causes clash.
Yep.
And I always say, have a love match, not a grudge match.
Yep.
The love match is, do more for your spouse than they do for you.
You
and in
give
return,
more than you take.
Exactly.
That's what he always is saying. Like, if you give more than you're taking, you're not going to have issues because no one's on the other side saying you're not doing enough for me. If we're constantly striving to, like, I'm going to do all these things to make him feel good or have a better day. It's just the focus is outward and it's not on myself.
And the grudge match part is it's the opposite of that. say if I didn't do something for her, and instead of her being like, you know what, maybe he's having a rough day and being understanding,
Yeah.
she goes and does something that makes me mad, right? So then it's just like, fine, if you didn't do this, then I'm not going to do this. And then it's like that just expands into this grudge match of all the things I'm not going to do for you because of all the things you're not going to do for me. So we try to be the opposite of that, you know, like we try to rely, you know, like I want to do everything I can for my wife. So when I do pray, if we are in an argument, I go away, it's how can I be a better husband? How do I see things the way she sees them? It's not, oh, I wish she'd let me go on a hike with my friends, you know, or I wish she would just see things my way. So, and that's just my insight, guys. Everyone does things differently. That's just what helps me, you know, how do I understand other people better so I can serve them better? Not God make them understand me better so they can serve me better. That's just not my perspective.
Yeah.
And so
we should probably continue that into a marriage video because
Yeah.
this is our love story video, but we can go on and
But
on.
these are the
This
reasons
is the
we're still
thing.
in
We're
love.
sharing this story, but we like go off on marriage tangents because we truly do love marriage so much. Like we just kind of want to encourage and help people along the way because, like I said, life is hard, but marriage doesn't have to be hard unless you. I think it's just all about perspective,
It
right?
is.
Like if you go into it thinking that this is going to be so difficult, then I think that's what you're going to get out of it. But I think if you go into marriage saying, I'm going to do my part of being the best spouse I can possibly be, then when you give that day to day, then your marriage is just going to flourish. So.
Well, also don't take advice from people who don't have good marriages.
Yeah, we actually, we watched a sermon recently that was one of the advice, basically, saying,
Yeah, don't take it.
make sure you seek advice from people who have healthy marriages,
How
healthy
did they do it?
relationships.
Don't start your marriage with, I wonder how other people's marriages have failed.
Yeah.
You know, that's obviously not good sound advice. But anyway, guys, that's why you know, that's our love story. I mean, it's a little more in depth than that, but I mean, we don't need to go into every detail. We can talk about how I proposed later on. But we want you guys to, you know, comment below, tell us what you guys think. Ask us more questions.
Yeah.
We have started this YouTube channel because we want it to be an adventuring experience for us, but also we realize that people want to have questions answered by us on the YouTube channel. So we added this segment because we want to be more social and
personal too. We are wanting to go and do adventures together and spend that time, but we also want to connect with you guys, and if we can, you know, answer questions or be an encouragement to you guys, that's our goal here.
Yeah, it's not as fun to have an audience if you don't get to like interact and hear what they have to say. I don't want just us be adventuring. I want it to be like a family feeling, like this. Yeah. Yeah. So you know, so that's exciting. So if you guys like this video, please subscribe to our channel, support us.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up, and subscribe so you don't miss any of the other videos. We do have tons of travel videos we've already done. You know, let us know what you think of those, places you want us to go. Give us topics you want us to do on these personal sessions with you guys. We want to upload every week, hopefully, adventure and a.
We will be uploading once a week. Yes.
Yeah. So. That's the goal. Otherwise, I really hope you guys. We hope
you enjoyed our love story video.
Thank you so much for watching.
And embraced our squirreliness.
Yeah. Hope you guys come back
again.
And see us.
All right. See you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.